The banners of Sandri Gara flap in the wind as we see Ro flutter out of a building after a job well done. One of the first jobs Ro's ever done here. A simple clothing repair job, and now a few coins richer. As we watch Ro move down the street, we would see two dwarven men, dark skin. One has a grayish tinted beard. Both wear leather armor and have an axe at one side, a shield on their back, and one of them has a large orange cape. The one with the more graying beard. And a younger man with just a little bit of stubble in his face. A little bit of a kind of wide-shouldered man with a, I guess, classic kind of cowboy or southern hat. And Ro, as these two walk up, you would see. I'll say you've been here long enough to look around, and you'd know these are essentially the city guards, the police. I don't think at this point you probably would have interacted with any yet. But this kind of older man, you don't know this person, would come over to you. Hey, you're new to town? Papers?
Yeah. Papers?
If you don't have papers, we're gonna have to take you in.
I don't understand.
You'd see the younger man kind of move forward a little bit. You can tell that the person next to him is clearly his boss. Hey, where have you come from?
Oh, I've just left the Golden Weald.
And he's gonna kind of put his hand on the shoulder of his boss for a second and kind of pull him aside. Hey, she's clearly not from around here. We could give her a pass for a second. And then you hear the boss say back, she needs documentation, one way or another, and we're gonna have to take her in. And the younger man responds with, I can get done. We're about to be off shift anyway in an hour. I'll come back around in an hour. I can get this sorted out. You know it's going to take longer than an hour to get through all the paperwork and of locking her up for this. You can go home early. I'll get this done. You can see the police captain is just, he doesn't care that much about the, like, specifically taking you into custody. He just looks back over at both of you. Whatever. Just get it done. And he's going to start to walk away as you see the younger guard, who's clearly just like a cadet. He's new. Is going to kind of reach out his hand and realize that due to the size difference, it wouldn't really make sense to try and shake hands. My name's Virgil. Nice to meet you.
Hi, I'm Ro.
Do you have somewhere to stay right now?
Oh, I've just been finding, cover here and there.
All right. I have a shift to go finish, and I'm gonna trust. Is there a place we can meet up later today? We can get your paperwork sorted out, citizenship, whatever we need to get done. Hopefully keep guards from. I mean, we gotta ask for papers. It's part of the process. But I can get that sorted out with you later today. Is there a place we can meet for that?
I don't really know my way around here much.
It's all right. I can get it done now. We can do it. And he's gonna kind of lead you over to one of the guard posts nearby. And he's gonna pull out a lot of parchment. And it's gonna take probably the rest of the day to get this done. But he works after his shift to make sure this gets done. And make sure that you are properly given the same rights that anyone else in the city should have. And now, this is a person that you've seen here and there, especially at the bar or wherever else, for 40 years. And as we come back to modern day, where we left off with you last episode, he and many other of the city guard look up at you. Now he wears these silver pauldrons and orange cape of the captain of the guard. And you see him lift up his axe and throw it at you. And with that, the die is cast, and welcome to Spellcheck. Last time, our party has officially spent their first night in the city of Sandri Gara. After being visited by their patron, Leinara went to retrieve Kaerith and meet with Sergio Heliodor, a proud warlock of Zingulka, who was not a warlock at all, and instead a high priest of the Phoenix Conclave, who has now put Kaerith under the effects of Dominate Person, sent him to assassinate a political rival, and imprisoned Leinara. Later in the same day, Ro and Kenzie made their way to the same tower. Kenzie entered alone to receive a pardon, which did not happen. And while that negotiation began, Ro started a fight with 20 city guards. With Kenzie once again, Heliodor explained how he would kill every person that Kenzie loved, pretty much, and went on a whole villain monologue over it until he was pushed out of, or off a balcony by Kenzie, though that was exactly what he wanted to happen. As he lured Kenzie into a place atop the tram that runs over the city's town square. In a duel lit by the sunset, Heliodor defeated Kenzie and sent her to the prison as well. And now, with his plans nearly complete, Heliodor has returned to his tower, and we will return to the situation Ro now finds herself in. Let me ask you one thing.
Okay.
Does Ro dodge? Does Ro try and dodge, or do you just accept being hit by an axe?
She's gonna dodge.
Okay, fair enough. Let me roll for Clifton real quick. Alright. Roll for this. He actually has a very good modifier. That is a 17 to hit. Which I believe
Sounds like it'll
is
do
one
it.
above what is needed.
Yep.
As this axe passes through you without damaging you. As you see Clifton turn to the rest of the guards. It's an illusion, not a real one. Minor illusion at best. And you see the axe reappear in his hand. I know her well. She wouldn't have gone back to her home yet. Probably already has gotten her family out of here. Check Northern District. Spread out. She's probably gonna have issues with Heliodor, as her friends haven't come back yet. Check Sunset District. You two, with me, we're going back to Southern District, okay? And you see the people start to disperse. And Ro, you would hear from a message cantrip your friend's voice. I'll buy you time. Meet me at your house. Get your family out of here quick. I can't buy much more. And I will say, with your 19 passive insight, which is higher than his roll, though his roll was higher than his fellow guard's passive insight, he has just cast Minor Illusion on his own axe to make it seem as if he threw it, which is what any of the other mages among his guard would be detecting. He's given you an out for now, and given you a chance to escape, because this is a hard fight. It seems like he might have some way to help, if you trust him, that is.
Yeah,
What
of
would you
course.
like to do?
I guess she'll go home and try and get her family out.
As you fly away, you can tell there were like crossbows and throwing axes trained on you. Clifton just acted faster. I will just say he is one of the toughest among the people who you just saw. The other guard captain is a little younger than he is. So maybe a little bit more physically fit, but a lot less experience. Actually, it's probably slower reaction time. Ro, you are faster than these guards. They have to take the streets, and they only move like 25, 30 feet per turn. You move 30. And you can fly, completely passing by any obstacles. I will say, in the sky, there are birds circling that seem unnatural. Do you want to try and stick to the area above the buildings? Or do you want to try and go a little lower that may risk having to go around some buildings, but might keep you safe from any watchful eyes?
You'd be going, like, just under the roofs, kind of thing. Maybe in the gutters.
Alright. Sounds good. Could I just get... We'll just say, we'll just say dexterity. Just pure dexterity to just move quickly through these buildings. I think you'd be able to tell as Clifton leads his like two people away. He's trying to get them in the way of obstacles without making them look like he's trying to buy you time.
So you want me to roll a dex?
Yep.
Check.
It would be a DC 15. Actually, not DC 15. 15 is like pretty much you're good for a while.
I got 14.
This one's a little bit more of a range. So he'll get there a little earlier than you'd probably hope. But you have time, still. Nearly as much as you would have.
Okay.
As you enter your house, I'll actually let you decide this. Would Sioki be home right now? Or would she be at some kind of job or out doing something for the day or anything like that? Or do you think she'd be home?
She would probably be home. Maybe her husband isn't.
All right. You'd see her just quickly making some food for her daughter. Actually, a couple daughters. Just one right now, though, since the rest are at school for the day. She just kind of turned to you. Oh, welcome back.
Sioki, you gotta go. We gotta get you out of here.
What? Why?
There's guards coming. We gotta go.
You can see her look at the child, and I'm going to roll something for her on how fast she can get things packed up. That is a natural 20. She is like, you see she runs, grabs something, slings a small backpack over her back, I packed this go bag a while ago in case there was an emergency. And it's gonna grab her child. The men need to stop at school and grab my. Are they in danger as well?
Get them all. Get them all.
Okay. And she is going to pack up her last things and start to hurry out. And what is your passive perception's like insane, right? It's
16.
Oh no, it's just 16. Okay, I was thinking passive investigation, which is 20. With a 16, I will say that is enough that you can hear commotion outside, and hear. But by the time she is finished packing, you'd be able to start hearing commotion. What would you grab while you have time, if anything, or is there anything else you do here?
She would grab the child.
All right.
And probably try to be like, okay, let's go out the window.
All right. You would hear as you're about to leave, the door get kicked down. Genuinely, like you slam against the door, and another slam that kicks the main door down. And if you glance back, you would see it is just Clifton, and you can see his eyes lock onto you across the house as he moves in a way that looks as if he's checking the place out. I'd say you maybe see just like the shoulder of one of the other ones going down the street. It seems like they're fanning out on the other road, in front of the house. Maybe they might come around back later, but I'd say you'd still have a clear way out. But if you want, you do have a moment to speak if you wish with the police captain.
You will give the child to Sioki, say, get out of here, and make them leave. And then I guess she will turn to the police captain. What's going on?
Apparently, you've charges of raiding a caravan all the way over on the other side of the expanse. Frankly,
Right.
I'd rather not know if it's real. But I want to give you a fighting chance because they're not going to give you one if they arrest you. I know you came here with 3 others. I've been briefed. All 3 are in custody. 1 is working with Heliodor. 2 are currently in detainment.
Working with Heliodor?
Yeah. He's the one who arrested the other 2. I believe seems like a charm spell of some sort. I'm not an expert on enchantment. I specialize in other stuff. Mostly divination and illusion.
Thank you so much.
Good luck out there. And
Yeah.
I'll try and keep the rest of your family out of it if I can, but I'm gonna need to make sure it looks like I raided this place, so I'm gonna have to break some things. I apologize.
It's okay. Go ahead. I'll leave so you don't get into any trouble as well.
Crawford
And then
guide you.
She'll fly out the back door.
You just hear
window
like a table get flipped over in the background as you fly out this window. Sioki is already making a run for it. It seems like with this diversion, you have a chance to escape into the city. Where would you go at this point? You know now that your party members are in danger. You would know Sioki is going to be headed to the school, though it doesn't seem like they are going to be headed, like the police are going to be headed there. What would you do?
She's gonna go to the wealthy mall
Interesting.
if she can.
Alright. One moment while I check my sheet of all the locations where there are police presence. Alright. On the way there, I need you to roll a stealth check.
Okay.
I'm rolling an investigation check for them instead of a perception this time. Actually, no, we'll call it
21.
perception. 21. You were very
Mhm.
lucky because they actually rolled very high. They rolled a 19. You can see that there are 2 more officers in the street. One you've maybe like seen around, one you've just never seen before. Just kind of looking around. They're doing their job. They miss you as you're able to get past. Around this time, maybe a little later, Sioki would tell you, all right, I'm gonna head for the school. Where do you want to meet? We could go up to the mountains, somewhere insolent. I'm assuming not anywhere near the city.
You just get out of sight and stay safe. I won't be able to come back for you right now.
Alright. And she is going to hug you as best she can, with a child in her arms still. Whatever's going on, just come back safe, okay?
Okay. I'll do my best.
You can see her eyes kind of become a little misty. She hurriedly flutters away into the city. And I'll say with a 21, I'll let you keep that same stealth check for entering the tavern. That seems only fair. As you slip in through one of these, almost like a window well type windows that let light into a lower level, you would see I'm assuming they probably wouldn't notice you immediately. I'm gonna be honest, they don't have high enough perception. You can see out one of the, or looking out one of the front windows is Grant, and Eustace is at the bar. You can see 2 patrons there having a drink. It is evening now. The evening rush is kind of going to be starting fairly soon.
She's gonna go towards Grant and be like, I need help. Grant, please.
As he turns around, he jumps. It's a like shy, timid guy who's watching there be a police presence outside for no seeming reason, and then someone just snuck up on him. As he turns around, help with what?
Well, my friends that came in with me, they're all in trouble, and my family might be in trouble too.
Is that the reason the police is out there?
Yeah.
Are you okay?
What they say we did, well, it's true. But
I don't
we're trying
know
to
what
stop.
they've said yet.
I know, but when you do, we did it for a good reason. You have to know that. But
I know
just
you wouldn't hurt a fly unless it was a threat to your family, but or yourself. But I trust you. I don't. Honestly, it's probably better if I don't know.
yeah.
Anything I know, they can try and get out of us.
So, I need help getting to Heliodor's, or
You need
two
help
of
getting around.
two of them are locked up as well.
You can see a smile go on his face as he's going to bring you back behind the counter and pull on this this cabinet and slide it to the side, and you can see a tunnel going down. Right this way. Won't get you there, but it'll get you close.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, just if you do end up getting caught, don't tell them what's down there.
No,
And-
of course not.
And he is going to close this thing behind you. And as you fly down, you can see crates marked with the symbol for Crimson, the main drug distributed in this city. Not huge ones, but just various boxes of the stuff. Definitely illegal. Multiple crates of illegal alcohols as well. They've been doing some shady stuff down here.
Could she possibly pick up a little bit of some alcohol and Crimson?
Yeah, sure.
As she's
you can swipe a little bit as you go through. Yeah, you can do that.
Just for later, just in case. Is it just like a straight tunnel, or is there like...
This is a network, but I'll say with your... I'll let you make a survival check real quick, but I will ask you what the result of that is later.
Okay.
As we're going to pick up with Kaerith. Kaerith, as you stand in this stone chamber, wearing fairly your normal gear, a little bit nicer stuff that they've essentially dressed you up in, eyes with a golden sheen to them, and that almost flicker of gold within, still under the effects of Dominate Person. You walk down into this beautiful dwarven hall. This passageway is built with these huge pillars that have kind of a sloped side that faces towards the middle, and then a beautiful arch that goes over between them each time, making this hallway beautifully supported with these actually gilded pillars. There is golden filigree in the stonework in this place. There are massive carvings, these statues of someone. Honestly, you probably wouldn't know who most of these are. There's actually one that currently has some work being done on it. I will just say, no one you've like seen in much in the past. But walking through, glancing at the nameplates, you can see a lot of names that say Heliodor, Solanima, Guildheart, and some others. It seems, I'll just say, you can generally see, like, these seem to be dead oligarchs. Though this doesn't seem like just post-Theoclism. Some of these are ancient statues that have been fixed up. Like, there are maybe like 4 or 5 Solanimas here, and druids live for an extended life. Solanima, I'll just say that you probably wouldn't know this, but has been in power for a very long time, nearly since the Theoclism, the current one, even though most dwarves only live about 250 years. As you enter through these massive doors, handing this invite you've been given to one of the guards, you enter the Hall of Solanima, this beautiful, grand ballroom full of probably the richest people you've ever seen, with a grand staircase that wraps up around the sides of the room, up onto a walkway supported by these same slanted pillars, beautiful stonework. You've seen beautiful stonework in the Labyrinth, but this is a different kind. The Labyrinth's architecture is pretty much indestructible blocks of stone with carvings on them. This is meticulously assembled and beautiful. And all across this party are people wearing things that probably cost more money than you have ever had as you walk in. And could I get an investigation check?
Yeah, of course. Investigation. We're starting off so well. A 9.
9?
Yeah.
Alright. There's a lot of rich people around here. it may be a little hard to pin down exactly who you're looking for. You've seen a painting of this person. You'd guess they're probably going to be wearing something fairly similar because it's like their druidic attire. You can see near kind of the middle of the room, socializing with a lot of people, a heftier man with this curled mustache, some honestly a fairly like gaudy coat that has a lot of yellow and red and gold. Really rich looking guy, and I will send you the design for that person. As across the room, you can see they are talking to some people who look immensely wealthy as well. Far away, you can also see that silver scaled elf. That elf, which for some reason has scales, who you would know as the librarian that you've actually seen earlier in the day and the night before, actually is here. Seems that this librarian is particularly wealthy to be here. And far across the room, she is talking to a couple different people about, it looks like just some relics and paintings that have been set up on a wall, with a young black-haired woman who's facing away from you, and a couple other just almost very generic looking rich people. A lot of dwarves especially are here. And looking down off of the main balcony, you can see a man in kind of red and gold, or sorry, red and orange robes with gold accents, holding a staff, crystals set into his forehead, looking down over the party, and then turns back to some of the people he's talking to. Seems like one of them is actually I'm trying to think of the right word. Maybe a diplomat from somewhere else. Looks like he has very Viking attire. And they're talking a bit while they both have glasses of wine. And it seems like there's a young man behind this robe man as well, who's wearing similar robes but a little less fancy. Where would Kaerith go? Your mission is to prioritize the death of the leader of House Solanima.
Oh, red guy.
Sorry, could you repeat that?
So orange and red guy, right?
All right. So immediately up on the balcony, just go straight down.
Well, Kaerith knows that a good assassin, of course, won't be seen, but his intentions will never be clear. So, before anything, Kaerith would just treat himself to a glass of whatever drink they have prepared, champagne most likely, and just start walking around the party, chatting with some people that stop by and welcome him and greet him, and slowly but surely make his way up to the leader.
As you make your way up these stairs, you can find one of the these many little, I guess, mini bars around where they are serving some Garan wine, which you can grab a glass of on your way through. Chat to some of these rich people who honestly seem. It almost seems like people who are different than them are a novelty to these people. As it's like, oh look, a kenku. I haven't seen one of those since I traveled the world, and they just love to go on about their travels around the world. They don't seem like properly interested in much other than themselves and their own interests. And as you're able to work your way through here, could I get a perception check with disadvantage?
Could. Yeah, you could.
First one's a 5, always a good start.
No fucking way!
And a natural 1. Wow. Man, I'm trying to decide if in that one I should make you see what I was gonna make you see or not see, to be honest. Because I feel like it might be almost worse if I let you see this. You know what? For that one, I'm gonna let you see it because it's so much worse that you can't do anything about it. You have ventured out into the world, in search of, profits and other things, but there is one thing that you've wanted to find more. One person you've wanted to find more. As you see her. And unfortunately, under the effects of this dominate person, you can't get to her. As the young, raven-haired woman talking with this librarian about these relics is the daughter of a relic trader. And this woman, you know his name, Celeria. And she does not see you. You see her as she is making her way out of the party. It seems like she has other places to be. Greets a few people on the way out. As while you continue moving towards your target, it's hard to not let your eyes follow your true target. The person you've wanted to find as she walks out the door. And walking in around the same time that she's leaving, you see Sergio Heliodor start to greet people. You actually see a bunch of people kind of rush over. Also with your with just your general perception of the party. I'm not going to add this into the nat one because I think that was already bad enough. You can tell a lot of them are checking in. I'm like, oh, are you okay? Oh, that was so brave what you did earlier today. People giving their condolences, being really hyping him up. And you can see him being kind of like that almost rich person, fake humble, like, oh, thank you. It was really nothing. You move closer to your target, who is ending their conversation with this Fjordian man who is walking away. And you can see this old-looking druid start talking to this younger druid. Something. How do you want to interact with this person? They're kind of standing in front of this like big, large door that you'd guess just goes deeper into the Solanima estate.
Does he see me?
Yeah. I'll just say druids have very high passive perception, especially an archdruid.
I'll just do the thing I know best. Barter. I'll just walk up, and because a true scavenger always has his trinkets at hand, we'd start a conversation with this lad about trinkets. What else could Kaerith talk about as his eyes wander to the doors that are now closed? And just start a conversation and just open the bag of trinkets a bit to maybe excite this druid with some actual forest architecture, some actual like arbiter of trinkets.
As you walk up and kind of open a conversation with this guy, he'd reach out his hand, kind of like, you know, when you meet like someone who's like old and important, or like I guess kind of uncle vibes, where he like puts his hand out very firmly. Malakar Solanima, nice to meet you.
Kaerith, nice to meet you too.
And I don't think I've seen your face at these parties before.
Well, you know, just happens to be in town, got invited, and I hope just to build some relations in this town.
Where are you from, Kaerith?
Well, I'm actually from the Labyrinth, from the Arbiter's Labyrinth. As you can see here, opens as I open my bag even more. Got some offending trinkets from it.
Interesting. I guess it's good to be straight to the point, doing business here. And I'm curious. I know your invite didn't come from my house. Are you associated with the Guildhearts, the Heliodors, one of the other nobles?
Actually, I am a normal person, Golka, as I just a bit.
You see his
So,
expression
hungry.
sour.
But I didn't come here for the warlock purposes. I came here because of my expertise. And I got invited from one of the greatest people here.
And who's that?
Okay, this is out of question. Heliodor invited me because he has power to invite people, right?
I will say, you actually would know that you were actually supposed to say that you got an invite from Heliodor and not answer too many questions about why exactly, because you would know that your cover story here is pretty much that while something else was going on that you haven't been completely informed about, that you supposedly stole an invite is going to be the police story later.
The Prince Heliodor, or should I say King now, but who cares about the details? The actual business here is some of the trinkets I want to sell to the great Celera house leader.
Can I get a deception check?
Yeah, of course.
I'm actually, here's the thing, I'm not sure if you want to pass this or fail this.
Put up my past 10 rolls in any session. I haven't got an above 10.
If you have heroic inspiration, I would let you use it to roll lower or higher. I'd let you give yourself disadvantage with heroic inspiration if you want. I don't know if you have it, to be honest.
I do think I had one.
If you want to use it now to give yourself either an advantage or disadvantage, you can. If you want a worse roll or a better roll, whichever you think would serve you better here.
Let's see. Well, if I roll another under 10, I will genuinely. Nat 20!
That's a nat 20.
20!
So I'm assuming you want to increase, you're going to do advantage? Alright.
Alright. We can talk. Leave us for a moment.
And he's going to gesture to the druid. And with a nat 20, he's going to usher away the young druid to go mingle in the party. Flick his hand, and you see the doors behind you that are made of stone, for the record, just open on their own. It seems like he has the power to manipulate the very earth with his thoughts and actions. As he walks through this door, he's just going to kind of gesture you. You are going to get a chance alone with this person.
You genuinely did not believe I jumped 3 times out of my chair. Like, literally, I started jumping in my chair to be short. Okay.
As you enter into this room, this is a beautiful altar. With a carving of this like beetle-like face with multiple eyes on each side and these large crystalline mandibles carved completely from crystal. As the rest of this is this beautiful marble and granite. And this seems like a meditation space. as well as like a meeting space for this druid. What would you like to do now that you are alone with your target?
Well, I would just start giving him some of my most more high quality trinkets I found over my years. Let's say a couple of goblets I found lying around near the labyrinth and even in the labyrinth. A necklace that I found in the labyrinth, not particularly of high quality, but because of its history, it's one of my greatest. It's in the labyrinth, in which no one actually goes to venture to because of the dangers.
Could I get a persuasion check?
Yeah,
This is just to
Minus
try
one.
and pawn off some of this stuff.
I am actually in 0.
A 0. A nat 1
nat
minus
1.
1. As you try and offer these things, he just kind of looks at you and gestures around to the genuinely probably most of these artifacts in this room are worth more. I think I've said this like 3 times now. More money than you've ever seen in one place. A single item from this room is worth that much. Like these are like, we're talking like rare or better magic items, or at least like just historical trinkets worth like thousands of gold.
Well,
Here's the
sir,
thing,
first of
kid.
all,
These ain't worth
Yeah.
nothing compared to what I've seen. I'm not sure how you got in here, but I don't appreciate you wasting my time at a party like this.
And you can tell he is probably going to end this meeting soon. You may not get a better chance to get him one-on-one and actually kill him like you're supposed to do here.
It would just like start to like tense up a bit, but he calms his nerves, not the first time. So we start saying this, and I must actually applaud you for all of the efforts that you did to this place. It's generally one of the most beautiful looking places I've ever been. Next to one of the it could even beat one of the most beautiful rivers I've ever seen, one of the most beautiful beaches I've seen. As I start to walk around this guy, but let me tell you, these trinkets are not supposed to be for the value. At museums, at libraries, you won't see books that look beautiful. You won't see stuff that only gets sold because they're beautiful, but because of the story they tell. And my trinkets tell stories. Tell stories of people that live in the jungle, that wish to be someone else, to live far away from here, to live a better life. And these trinkets from the labyrinth tell that exact story. As a person who lived in the labyrinth, who managed to escape it because of my aspirations, saying that they are not worth anything is just insulting. I beg of you, house leader, take another look at these. Yes, they might not be the most expensive, and if you wish to sell them off after this meeting, they might not give you any profit. But the trinkets here are filled with stories that these marble plates can never tell.
Kid, I don't know where you came from. Whatever little fantasy land you come from. But the only thing that matters in this world is power and money. And the greatest power of all lies beneath our very feet. And maybe if you look inward and deeper into the earth which you stand upon, then you have a chance at doing something more important than this. Anyway, get out of here.
And he is going to
Alright,
turn
guys.
around and gesture toward the door, and you see this like stone door start sliding open.
Okay, wait. Is he turned to me?
He's
Or
turned away right now.
I'll just back attack him. grab
Okay,
my greatsword and try to slash his head off.
go for it. Roll it.
23.
That's gonna hit.
And that's a 7.
Alright, 7 damage.
Yep.
You slam your greatsword into this guy as it strikes. This is a man who is old, yet his physique is like a mountain of stone. As you slam your greatsword into it, and he's gonna get hurt by this. But I will just tell you, we're talking well into the triple digits of health. As you quickly realize that Heliodor may have overestimated you and Leinara's combat prowess when he made this plan. Yet, under the effects of Dominate Person, you need to fight anyway. So I need you to roll initiative. And don't worry,
Fucking
he
nat
rolled a
one.
nat 1 initiative.
Only one, so I have one bonus action.
You have the rest of your surprise round, which is essentially 1 free turn. And then you have a turn before he does it. So pretty much you have the rest of this turn and another before he can react.
He's a druid, right?
He is an archdruid.
So he has spells.
Yes.
Seeing he just still is caught off guard by the audacity for me to do this. This warlock came to attack him. You know, if we just focus, and he would cast with its most ability that he could without my quarterstaff, Witch Bolt.
Okay.
Okay, I got 25 to hit,
That hits.
and that's a 17.
17 more damage. Okay. Kind of going crazy.
Gonna be a long fight.
And I believe that is, unless you have any bonus action you'd like to do. I don't know if you actually have any.
So,
Yeah, because you don't really
does
need a heal
my-
right now.
No, not heal right now. Does using my cloak count as a bonus action?
Yes, it is technically a casting Misty Step.
Okay.
And you
So
do have full
I'll just
charges
cast-
right now.
Okay, so I'll just cast Misty Step, go back, and cast as I go back. Now that he's actually aware of this happening, I'll cast Shield. Because what else am I supposed to do in this
Shield is a
situation?
reaction, so you can wait on Shield until he actually casts something at you.
Okay. Then
Where are you
I have
going
no
with
more
Misty
bonus
Step,
action.
by the way? Because it just teleports you 30 feet. I'll just say there's 30 feet in about every direction in this room right now. It's a pretty big room.
How would he be turning? That is just behind.
He's about to turn around towards you.
Yeah, just behind.
All right. I'm gonna. What's your spellcasting DC? I'm gonna say if his passive
Spellcasting
perception's
DC?
higher, then he knows where you went.
Spellcasting DC? What?
Yeah.
How do you count that?
I can just check real quick. Your DC is 15. His passive perception is 19, so he is going to notice where you went. As it is his turn. As he turns around and slams his staff on the ground. And oh boy.
Now I can cast Shield, right?
Not yet, actually. I need you to make a strength saving throw. As the very ground around you rises up to try and trap you in rocks.
Nat 20.
Nat 20? Nice.
I'm afraid of what this means now.
As you touch down the ground without even like it is such a minor use of power like it is a flick of the wrist and making a fist for this person. The earth pretty much splinters and rises up to try and grab you, and you're barely able to jump up out of it, and the rocks try and close in around you from below. And now he's going to make his attacks. That is a 21 and a 25 to hit.
Doesn't even matter. Can't even have shield because they don't help me. Yes, they hit.
Hey, you can save a spell slot.
Yeah, I can save a spell slot and use it for later when he hits an 18. No, a 17.
Unfortunately, actually, sorry. Would you have teleported within 5 feet of him, or would you have teleported further away?
Huh?
Would you have teleported to a spot within 5 feet of him, so within melee range, or would you have teleported further away?
What if teleported further away? He's a druid. He knows spells. The best thing I can do is be away. And okay.
Away? Awesome. So that means he won't have disadvantage on the range spell he's about to cast.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, now I realize.
Why roll for some bludgeoning damage?
Now I realize the lack of logical sense I had.
Yeah, a little late for that though. That is going to be. You see as he puts his staff to the ground behind him and then arcs it up over his head, as you see the very ground rip free, floating above his staff as he flings it at you.
It hits me, so...
Yeah, so let's see, that's that much damage plus another 29 bludgeoning damage.
And let me guess, there's more.
As you've been knocked prone. This is his first attack.
Don't I have a save DC against prone? Or is the spell...
This is a different version of a fire spell that usually make you blinded with no save. Prone is arguably a lot kinder. So
It's a lot kinder,
I
but
am
like...
going to keep it with the original version that the monster manual has in it. And I need to check one thing real quick. You need to make a wisdom save.
Oh.
12?
Fail.
You're not quite high enough. Dominate person maintains.
Oh yeah, if I get attacked, I escape.
Yep. Let's just hope you don't die before that happens.
Oh.
As he is going to make another attack.
Yeah.
And this one's technically with advantage. I already rolled for it, so I just rolled again. It was lower, so it doesn't matter.
What do you mean?
You are now
Oh
prone.
yeah, because yeah, I'm prone.
Oh, actually, I just realized. I think actually, since it's a ranged attack against a prone target, that is disadvantage. Because it's not a melee attack. Which does mean it goes down by 1, so it's now 24 to hit. So very, very nice.
What do you mean? Why can't you just reroll it and let it be a net 1?
Just reroll it until it misses.
Yeah. So that's how disadvantage
Alright.
works. That's how it worked for me, that's how it's gonna work for you.
Let me just, let's see something. Okay, 30 damage. As a second rock strikes you, as he just pretty much puts his staff down, rocks float up into the air around him, and he points his staff at you, and all of them fall down on you. As it does another 30 bludgeoning damage, and I need you to make a wisdom save.
Yeah, first of all, the wisdom save does not help with anything because I die here. Second of all, how does this affect the telepathy link?
How does it affect the what?
The link I have with Heliodor because I'm under his spell.
So technically, it doesn't actually go down if you are,
Yeah, so
if you are
I
incapacitated.
Feel like,
But I need
Heliodor
you to quickly
knows.
make another wisdom save. Because you have been hit
Why?
again.
Because I'm dead. 6.
Wonderful. And you, as you are just like laying there on the ground losing consciousness, you see Solanima loom over you. That was a stupid move, kid. And we are going to cut back to someone else now. Next, we find Kenzie, currently being escorted down into a dungeon deep beneath Heliodor Spire. Down here are various cells. Some even have these instead of bars, clear crystal. And you can see various people stuck behind these things. But one in particular, as you pass by, actually, I'll say, make me an investigation check. Maybe you can pick out a few people who are interesting in this place.
Okay. 16.
16, okay. I'll say you can find 2 interesting people here. I'll say that one of them's Leinara, since you're trying to, I would assume you're trying to look for your allies here.
Yeah.
As you make your way down in here, being led by these guards, you pass by a cell with your friend sitting on a chair, eyes glowing with golden light, just sitting there, completely vacant looking. As you are brought to a cell across the hall, you can see that there is a looking out as they pretty much just try and get you to sit down in a similar chair. Across the hall, you can see another person behind bars who has their hands behind their back, pretty much stuck in a metal cylinder, with their feet in similar essentially 2 cylindrical cuffs, locked together with a metal bar, so they can't stand up properly, and they can't move their hands. Their eyes are completely gray, and they are wearing ragged clothes and look completely calm, as it seems as if they follow you as you move around, but just not quite looking at you. It almost feels like they move their ear to follow you as you come down here, as if they're trying to hear what's going on. And as they... would you start fighting back, or would you just let them sit you down in this chair? It just seems like a normal chair. Doesn't it,
I'd be
okay.
fighting.
Can I get an athletics check or acrobatics check against 3 targets? So grapple check against 3 targets, pretty much.
Do I just roll it once then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Roll
9.
Okay. Oh, I apologize. They actually didn't roll great, but the lowest was 10.
6 to acrobatics.
Okay, cool. They're going to sit you down in this chair as a cloaked figure walks out, wearing this very strange, shimmery cloak, and reaches out a hand towards you, and I need you to make a wisdom save. Or actually, we'll say charisma save, actually.
Okay. That's
I like
worse.
charisma save more for this. My original plan was wisdom save, but I just think charisma save is cooler.
15.
15?
Yeah.
That's not quite enough.
Okay.
As you feel your awareness leave you in this moment. And we are going to pick up with Leinara now. And we might be back to Kenzie either this episode or the next one, depending on how long this takes. Leinara, you wake up.
Oh.
You find yourself home.
Oh!
You're in Violet Cliff Harbor. You wake up in your own bed. What does Leinara's room in this simple house on a little bit into town in Violet Cliff Harbor look like?
Sorry, 1 second. I would imagine it's probably a little cluttered. There's like just it's not dirty, but it's definitely messy. There's like unfinished projects. Probably just wherever like I doubt their bed's made. And probably there's just like trinkets here and there. You know, some stuff hung up on the walls. It's cozy. You can tell it's lived in.
You wake up here, and your recollection is fuzzy, as if you've just awoken from a bad dream.
Oh my god.
And the golden light of the sunrise shimmers down, or should I say violet light of the sunrise, shimmers down through the harmless spores that kind of enshroud this place in a light fog. And you would hear a knock at the door.
They would answer.
All right, yeah, you can. Would you get like? I actually don't know how Leinara sleeps, but I'm assuming, regardless, I'm assuming you don't sleep in your like day clothes. So, unless that's just a
No.
thing Leinara does, yeah, you can quickly. Get
No.
dressed and answer the
They
door.
have pajamas. They have pajamas.
This is also funny. Sorry, an image just came to my mind of Leinara, stiff as a board, laying on top of the bed. Like, not even like in any blankets. Just fully dressed.
Boots on.
Like, ready to go.
Oh my god. No, quite the opposite, I think.
As you answer this door, you can see Leinara Helspur, your mother. You know, fairly average height, brown hair like yours, blue eyes, honestly very similar to you. You can see she just has like a couple of pieces of parchment at their arm. Oh, good morning.
Oh,
I was just worried you were sleeping in.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, Mom. I slept weird last night.
Are you alright? You don't look so good.
Yeah. I think I had a bad dream, but it's fine.
As you try and concentrate on what you had supposedly dreamt about, can I get I would say that you can choose pure constitution check or wisdom saving throw.
Let me check. Well, it's the exact same modifier.
Alright.
Does it matter which one I choose?
Doesn't matter. It'll be
It
the
doesn't
same
matter?
as-
Cool.
This is sheerly a test of mental fortitude.
Got it. So that's a 6.
6? It's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard to remember. It just felt so real, even though it's foggy in your mind now. And this is a place that is home. This is a comforting place. As you go about your day, you can eat, you can go outside, you can as you walk around trying to figure out what it just feels wrong at the same time, but it's nice. It's restful. You hear a voice that you recognize. Hey,
My
Nara.
God.
As someone runs up to you,
Oh,
your
I
best
was not
friend,
prepared for this today.
and
Sorry, I was not prepared for this.
you can see they are holding a jar of small fish.
What in the world are you doing with that, Tilly?
All right. I know we couldn't find any newts, but
Oh my God.
what is the difference between a newt and a minnow? I mean, they both have eyes, and they
Have
look
we
kind
learned
of the same.
nothing? Have we learned absolutely nothing?
What are you talking about?
Like we. Sorry, I think I just slept really weird last night.
In this moment, you can remember something very similar to this happening. And a potion going very wrong using minnow eyes instead of eyes of newt. No, as you look around, Zilith looks the same as in that memory. But that must have been a dream. As
Yeah.
I'm gonna need one more wisdom save or constitution
Oh
check.
God. That's a 6 again.
It must have been a dream. It must just be deja vu. As it's
Yeah,
just hard to
probably.
quite grasp that thing. That memory. It just feels like it's slipping away as if it was just from a dream. It's
Yeah,
just hard to focus.
What? So I take it then you want to try that potion from that book?
Yeah. I mean, this should work.
I mean, yeah. There's no reason why it shouldn't, right?
I can't find any. I mean, their eyes should be made up of the same stuff. I mean, it should work if you use any eye.
That
I mean,
sounds really
it's
morbid.
alchemy, right? Well, yeah. Well, if you have other eyes on you, then feel free to use them.
Yeah. Okay. I can go home and get the book. Where should I meet you?
I'm actually gonna ask you this. Is there a spot where you would have gone to do something like this?
I've thought about this before, but yeah, there probably is. I have frequently imagined them on like a sort of secluded section of beach somewhere close to where they live.
All right. Meet me over by the sea stacks. We can do it there.
Yeah, of course.
And they're going to run off to go collect the rest of the materials. And it just is so calming and relaxing. It feels like after all the stress that you had been through in that horrible dream, those images of people being petrified, being burned, being dragged by skeletons, having a creature try and skin you, having something try and cut off people's limbs, it is nice. It's simple. It just feels like somewhere you want to stay. And with that, we'll cut over to Kenzie. Kenzie, you find yourself waking up just on a chair, on a porch, looking out over the desert, jungle in the distance, just a nice little house up in the mesa.
Okay.
You can see, it feels like you shouldn't be able to see it from this far away, but it looks as if the cities so far in the distance still have those, or I guess maybe have again, those banners of the Jackalkin. And you can see Rust Rock Fortress standing tall as ever, down in that flat Badlands area between the jungle and the mesas. What would be going through Kenzie's mind as you get here? Now, so you have a similar feeling of this, of waking up from a nightmare.
Her first instinct would try to find her. Hold on, that didn't make sense. Would be to try find her sister.
You can hear commotion inside this little cottage, and as you walk inside, you would see Sawyer, Nola, Zap, who else? Hickory, Rook, all of them here. Even your two parents are all here. Having a nice lunch. You'd see Nola look over. Oh, morning, sleepyhead. Glad you could join us.
You guys are eating without me?
We were gonna come get you. Just serving it. What is Kenzie's favorite food? And I have a feeling you're about to say rat crust because that's the joke, but I don't. Maybe you have a real one.
Probably something like cooked over a fire. It's like a roast something. Whether there's anything actually like small enough that they can eat reasonably.
Like a
Yeah.
lizard, a rock, as in
Yeah.
rock the bird, not an actual stone. Like that kind of
Yeah,
thing.
like yeah.
Alright. Yeah, you would see as Sawyer walks over and sets down a plate of these little, almost sectioned out cuts of what you assume is lizard. And starts kind of this like big plate of almost like, you know, when you have like the like chicken breasts and they're all like cooked and you put them on like a plate that people can like grab them with the little tongs and put them onto their plate. It's kind of that situation, but with a lizard.
Yeah.
And as you sit down with your family, all of them, I need a wisdom save or a con check. Your
Okay.
choice.
I'll do wisdom because that's higher. That is 17.
17? This is
Mhm.
wrong. This is happy, but it feels wrong. It feels like it shouldn't be. So much of your life and the life of the Jackalkin is a life made through the choices that your people make and what you do to earn it and fight for it. In this, nothing like this comes easy. This seems like everything is alright, as if the world isn't as messed up as it is, and it's just being given to you. And you know this is wrong, and it's just hard to put your finger on why. As you can feel some of those, memories start to continue, like, stay. as if you clutch onto that memory that feels like a dream. A memory which, even if Kenzie in this moment doesn't fully know for real, is a real memory, is the only thing that they have right now that is real. And with that, we will end our episode. So thank you, everyone, for watching. And we'll see you in a future episode. Bye, everyone.